Well, it's morning of day 2. Got a little cool last night. Even had some cold spots underneath me. I didn't put an underquilt under there, but I was fine. Hammock slept pretty good. Got it in porch mode. You probably can't see it, but I've got the tarp tied out to a tree, so it's nice. I got a good amount of area that I can work under and get all my stuff together. So let's get started on the day. Day 2 on the Pinhoti, Pinky Burns to Cave Springs, Georgia.
It's time to get back on trail. There's Squid, who carried like 4 liters of water for 20 miles yesterday.
Negative, that is incorrect. It was like 18. Crow is spewing lies about me.
He actually had one of those 5-gallon plastic jugs. He had strapped with some, like,
strapped on.
the back of his car.
Waiting for the apocalypse. There's Stretch.
Morning.
And there's Papa John. How's it going, buddy? This is the Duggar Mountain Shelter. Leonidas stayed here with a thru hiker. It's a nice little shelter. What a cool fire pit. All right, let's start day 2. I think we've got 12.2 miles. We're gonna go over OAKEY Mountain. In about 5 miles, we'll hit the OAKEY Mountain Shelter, which is a really beautiful shelter. So for the next 5 or 6 miles, I'm gonna be going straight up. And then we'll go down a bit and then cross over a gap and go up some more. At the end of the day, we'll end up at a campsite some 12.2 miles away. Let's keep going. Look who's with us. JBenHikes. He had to go to a family event yesterday and a business meeting, so he couldn't make it yesterday, but he's joined us this morning. He came in a Forest Service road and then hiked in and met us for breakfast, basically. What's going on, JBen?
Living the dream. Here on the Pinhoti with As the Crow Flies.
I had to say hello to him early this morning because in about 15 minutes he'll be a mile ahead of me. All right, let's head up this mountain. I forgot to say that, is it today that we go over the Chief LADIGA Trail?
Yeah.
If you remember me talking about the first 50-50-50, we camped at the Chief LADIGA campground, and then we did the Chief LADIGA Trail on the bike for 50 miles and then hiked off of there and did the, I forgot the name of the little creek or river that we did the 50 miles on near there. That's a neat place, and we'll cross over it on the Pinhoti and then head up another mountain. Woo.
Make it by Sunday.
We could go to Katahdin. I don't have the time, the money, or the endurance, so I guess we'll just go to Cave Spring. All right, side trail adventures.
He doesn't like want that known publicly.
As we're climbing up this mountain on What is this called? OAKEY Mountain, try to get to the shelter. I thought of you because we got this trip together. Jonathan's laughing. We got this trip together for you, and you're not here. I know you got some work stuff going on, but anyway, we thought of you climbing up this hill. Wish you could carry my pack for me. This climb up to OAKEY Mountain Shelter, pretty rough. It tells me, number one, I'm not in shape. Number two, I'm not in shape. And number three, I'm not in shape. I could make some excuses and say, oh, I had surgery a few weeks ago and just been low energy since then, but that was an excuse, and try not to make excuses, even though I said it on the video. I just gotta get better. JBen was just pointing out this tree. This is one of those trees that I think the Native Americans used to mark, and it certainly does point in the direction of the trail we're going. I don't know how long this trail has been here in that Native American time, but look, you see how they pulled it down to point, and it points that way, and then it just grew up from there. But definitely looks like one of those Native American marker trees out here.
Yeah, it might have been pointing toward a spring or something, because they would always point it towards something of
significance. Yeah,
like a freshwater spring or something. There's a spring. There's a little stream right here. So.
We are coming into the OAKEY Mountain Shelter. The shelter up here on top of the mountain. Kind of a rough climb for me, but it's a little off trail, off the Pinhoti, down to the shelter. Let's take a look.
Like when he was wiping it down, it like left an indention where he...
We didn't have any reliable water source in the next, I don't know, 6-7 miles. And the one source that we saw on gut hooks right before the camp is dry, or at least it was a month ago in the last comment on gut hooks. So we got water from there. Looks good. I'll tell you in about 6 hours in case I get Montezuma's revenge or something from it, but it looks fine. Well, we made it down from the OAKEY shelter, and now it says Pinhoti that way because this is the Chief LADIGA trail. Before I started all this narcissistic YouTube stuff, we did the first 50-50-50, and this is where we did our 50 miles on the bike. Went into Jack State and back from here. There is the Chief LADIGA campground across the road over there. A really cool place. But we're heading this way, across the bridge, and then it connects back to the Pinhoti Trail up here. And I think we've got another climb. Holy cow. This has always been a dream of mine, to pass Leonidas. I passed him, only for about 5 seconds.
I think your Hammond board is just long enough to dip down in there.
It's not.
The group cohesion, or the group pressure.
Woo! Well, you know you got friends when you're having a really bad day hiking and people wait up for you. And Squidly will not let me get in the rear because he's afraid I'll quit. So I appreciate it, Squid. He's waiting up for me, and JBen, Papa John, and Andy are all with us, and Andy stayed back with me. Just a bad day. I mean, I've never claimed to be some sort of ultra hiker. I have good days and I have bad days. This was just a bad day. I'll make it. I got 2.4 left to the campsite. Just no energy. Had low calories for the last few weeks due to a surgery I had, and just not doing really well. Ain't gonna quit, that's for sure. Well, we've hit Maxwell Gap, which is on, I think, Highway 278. We crossed the road, and then now we've headed up. I'm taking another break. as my energy level is very low. But I think we're about to hit another peak, and then we hit a second peak, and then we head down to a large campsite where we're gonna stay tonight. So less than 2 miles to go. It's very hot. I guess it's 84, and it's freaking October. It's October, and it's still 84 degrees in Alabama. Let me just say this. If you think that Pinhoti is not a tough trail to hike, then I would challenge you to start at the Pinky Burns Trailhead and hike to Cave Spring, Georgia. It's, well, you know, I'm an old man. I'm not in that good a shape, but it's been tough for me. It's my favorite time of the day. Sun's going down. Just a little glimmer of light through the trees. Love it, quiet. Everything gets quiet and calm and peaceful. I love that. Let's finish it out. We don't have very far. All right, made to camp. Let's put up a hammock and. Oh, good. All right, day 2 in the books on the Pinhoti. We're at a large campsite, got all 6 or 7 of us in. I'm back in the hammock, got my underquilt on. Apparently the highest temperature tomorrow is gonna be at 12 o'clock tonight. It's gonna drop significantly, so I gotta get ready for the cold. Thank you guys for hanging in there with me. It was a rough day, still a good day of hiking on the Pinhoti. Lots of elevation. Total elevation was like 5,300, I think Squidly said. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow.